Hello friends, today we will see how to create subledger invoices via AGIS module. So at first we need to log into intercompany super user responsibility and then navigate to transactions outbound. This will open a web page and then click on create. So whenever you are creating any AGIS intercompany transaction, there are two parties here. One is the initiating intercompany org and next one is the recipient intercompany org. So we will take Vision Operations as the initiating org and Vision Germany as the recipient org. So that is like Vision Operation is providing services to the Vision Germany. So we will select initiator as Vision Operations, and we will select a transaction type where invoicing is allowed. I will select in transaction type as intercompany subledger. So for more information on how to enable invoicing for transaction type, please check for the corresponding video in my YouTube channel. Okay, we will enter the currency, say USD. Recipient, we will take Vision Germany, and this is actually kind of an header part wherein the breakup or the details will be entered in the next screen. So I'll just try to create a transaction with the amount of say $15,000 and then click on continue. So here you can see two tabs, initiator accounting and recipient accounting. So first we'll try to enter the accounting details for the initiator. Click on this plus button. So here you need to enter the account for the initiator. So generally we'll be entering a revenue account here. So this is from a AR perspective. So I'll use the account, one of the existing account, which is 4160. This is the intercompany revenue. So revenue in general will be credited. So you enter the revenue amount, the amount of $15,000 here, and then recipient accounting, which is nothing but the it's generally your AP charge account. So click on plus button and enter your corresponding AP expense account. The account 2110. I'm just using some expense account, and company, to select company for Vision Germany. Yeah, 01 is the company code for Vision Germany. You can search, select the combination, you can select. So generally you will be debiting the expense account, so enter 15,000 under debit. So this is the initiating accounting, and this is the recipient accounting. So once you are done with the initiator as well as the recipient part, click on submit button. So here you can see a message, batch 22 was submitted. That's the batch number. So enter that batch number, click on go and check the status. If the approval is enabled for this transaction type, then it goes to the approval. So in the current case, I have picked up a transaction type where the approval is not enabled. So after a couple of seconds, if I requery this, I should be able to see the status of this transaction as approved. So once the transaction is approved, you can run the corresponding programs which will generate the invoices in the subledger, that is in AR and AP. The sequence is, first you need to run a program called transfer intercompany transactions to receivables, that will send the data to AR interface, and that will in turn trigger your auto invoice program and create an invoice in AR. Only once the invoice is created in AR successfully, then only you need to run the next job which will send the data to AP. So first we'll start with the AR part. View requests, submit new requests. So name of the program is transfer intercompany transactions to receivables. Submit the set the parameters submit auto invoice as yes, so that this particular transaction will be pushed to AR, as well as it gets imported from the AR interface. And we can use the GL date. These are optional, but we'll just restrict this particular program just for our current transaction. 22nd March. Yeah, click on OK. Click on submit. So once this particular program transfer intercompany transaction to receivables is completed, then the auto invoice program will get triggered. Yeah, so this is completed, and here you can see auto invoice program got triggered. And if you look at the output for this particular program, yeah, here you can see the message batch number 22, that the status is transferred. That means it is transferred to AR interface table successfully. Now we need to wait for the auto invoice program to get completed, and then we can log into the AR responsibility to check the status of that particular invoice. And if you check the status of the batch, here you should be able to see the status as transfer to receivables. So in this scenario, like, even though it is not yet imported, as soon as the transaction is sent to AR interface, you will be able to see the status as transferred to receivables. Yeah, it's completed. And now we need to log into AR responsibility to check the status of that particular invoice. So as we have created a transaction between Vision Operations and Vision Germany, wherein Vision Operations is the initiating intercompany org. So that means under Vision Operations AR, we should be able to see an AR invoice getting created with a customer name as Vision Germany. So I will switch to responsibility receivables, Vision Operations, transactions, and you can search for a invoice which is created today, 22nd March 2017, and source is global intercompany. So that's the source under which an invoice will be created. Yeah, so here you can see this is the invoice which was created for the $15,000, and you can see the bill to is Vision Germany. And before you even run this particular program, first you need to do your customer and supplier association. That is like in under customer and supplier association, you define what should be the customer name which system should select, and what should be the vendor name which system should select if you're entering an intercompany transaction between Vision Operations and Vision Germany. And in order to get more details on that, you can check my YouTube channel, wherein there is a separate video on how to create customer and supplier associations. Okay, so here you can see the invoice is created, and make a note of this particular invoice number 10040, and now go back to your intercompany responsibility and run the next job, which will now push the data to AP, transfer intercompany transactions to payables. And again here we will use the GL date 22nd March 2017, submit payables input as yes. So again this particular program is sending the data to AP interface table, and as we have set the submit payables import parameter as yes, it will automatically trigger payables open interface import program. Yeah, so this particular program got completed. You can check the output. So the output says it's transferred successfully to AP interface. And now if we check the status of the batch, as soon as it's sent to AP interface, you should be able to see the status of this particular AGS batch as complete. So that means system has done its part of creating an invoice in AR and sending the data to AP, and now we should be able to see that it's imported into AP successfully. Let's see the output. Yes, it's imported into successfully, and here you can see that even under AP it is created with the same number. So system uses the same transaction number or the invoice number whatever was created in AR. So I can now switch to AP responsibility, AP Vision Germany, and check this invoice. So switch responsibility to payables Vision Germany. So that's where your AP invoice will get created. Invoices entry, or I think you can go for inquiry. So that's the invoice number, and we'll use the date. Click on find. Yeah, you can see that AP invoice got created where the vendor name is Vision Operations, and the amount is $15,000. So this is how you create your subledger invoices using your AGIS module. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video. For more interesting videos on Oracle Financials functional part, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.